Birthday girl. Happy birthday, Oma.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that all about the birthday? So, where is your birthday mate? She's not. Oh, we're going to sing happy birthday for you both, but since she's not yet there, we are going to just wish you. I wish you actually a very happy birthday, like the best birthday ever. And this birthday should be the most magical. This year should be the most magical year of your life. Like magic will begin to happen for you this year. So I'm happy for you. I'm even super excited for all the things that you have learned, all the things that you'll be practicing, and that everything just going to go very well for you. So that's my wish for you.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank
So
you so much.
you're welcome. Claire, good morning, welcome. So, did you guys actually catch any signals yesterday? Like, did you hear any sirens? Did you see anybody that you saw that that has something that you wanted throughout yesterday? You didn't catch. So if you did not catch, you catch today. You catch them. You catch them with time. But since I wanted that this should be like a lifestyle, it should not be like only when we are coming to practice, because after this challenge people will like go away and we don't want them to go and stop practicing. So I want that this should be like a lifestyle for people, that they can wake up every day and find some things to be grateful for, because once you already express gratitude, you're already showing that you have already, when you're saying, well, because if somebody gives you something and you say thank you, you're showing that I've received, right? And you don't need to see it first to say that you have it. You have to believe first, then you receive. So in saying gratitude, in giving thanks in advance for a thing, is to say that I already have and I'm grateful for. Now, that is to show you that you've accepted that you have that thing, and you're already giving thanks in advance, is the belief that it is there already. So you're giving thanks. So that belief should not be wavering on in the course of the day to say that, I've not seen it yet. How should I feel now? So you want to just be grateful and be happy that it's already done throughout the day. It's difficult, but with time, as you practice every day, it becomes a lifestyle. Now, secondly, another thing that gratitude is so important is because once you begin to give thanks for the things that you have, more will come. And that's why we started this challenge with Matthew 13:12, which says that to him who has, more will be given, so he'll have an abundance. And to him who doesn't have, even what he has will be taken away from him. And I insisted that day that when you say that you don't have something, it means that you're taking what you have for granted. So you have lots of things that you're supposed to be grateful for, but you choose not to look at those things like things that you have. You choose to be looking at the ones that you don't have. And once you start looking at the ones that you don't have, it means that you're taking the ones that you have for granted. And once you start taking the ones that you have for granted, they too will be taken away from you, right? Because you don't care about them, because you're taking them for granted. What you are taking for granted, it will be taken away from you. But once you give thanks, more will be given. So it's like uh, um, the energy is equal and opposite. So you must always have what you are giving out. So I'm happy for everybody that is coming this morning. So did anybody catch any signals yesterday as we talked about magic signals? Did you have any signals yesterday or not? If not, okay, not to waste a lot of time today, I want to teach us about how to manage our patterns, like, because I've had lots of people talk about that in the course of the day they just have a certain feeling that just takes over them, like they don't even understand why it happens. They just find out that maybe around morning hours they just feel like sad, or they just feel like worried, something, just the feeling just takes over them, and they cannot really explain why. I've had many people talk about that. That okay, maybe sometime around the afternoon, I just feel like I'm annoyed. Something just annoys me. The feeling just takes over me, and then I feel like that. I cannot explain why I'm feeling that way, but I just feel like that. So most of those things that are happening is because we have these things that are happening to us. They are already our pattern of behavior. They're already our patterns, our habit. So how are they functioning? They are functioning on automatic. They are functioning on autopilot, as I've already told you many times, that these things will run through your mind on automatic. right? So you find out that in the course of your day, at some point, the feelings know, the subconscious mind knows that at this moment, she usually feels sad. So he brings it to you like that. I don't know if you get the point. He brings it to you on automatic. He's working to make your life easy. He works to make your life easy. And your subconscious mind does not know, he has no emotions. So he doesn't know what is good, what is bad. Whatever you put in there is what he gives you back. So and that's why I keep saying to you that you should never forget that your subconscious mind is like the earth. If you plant a seed of corn and you plant another poisonous plant, he will give you in the same abundance as you have sowed the poisonous plant as well as the corn. He doesn't ask you whether is this plant poisonous, is this one not? No, he just gives. You get. So the subconscious mind is there to make life easy for us, to make things function for us automatic. So if for some time in the past, you used to get angry maybe at the morning hours, and then you have repeated that action, it is now programmed into your subconscious mind so that that action just comes up at that moment, because that is your habit. That is something that has been habitual for you, and your subconscious mind picks it as your pattern. So you find out that, okay, but I'm just worried in the evenings. Why? I don't even know why I'm worried, but I just get worried. No, that's your program. The subconscious mind is bringing it to you because that is what should happen at those hours for you. So, like, for example, now if you take food and put in your mouth and start chewing that food, the moment you even start chewing, you don't even know that you're chewing. Your subconscious mind already knows that once you put food in the mouth, the teeth will start to chew the food. Right. And then when the food goes into your system, you don't ask your system, like, digest this like this, put the fats here, put the proteins this way, put the lip. No, you don't ask. He does it on automatic because he has been programmed to do those things for you like that. Now, if you fall sick sometime, you have a mosquito bite, something happens to you in the course of your day, your subconscious mind already knows how to target that thing without you even stressing. Sometimes you don't even know that it's happening. You're sleeping at night, you're breathing in and out. You don't even know that you're breathing in and out, but your subconscious mind is working for you, all those things on automatic. So I want you to understand that if in the course of your day, you're struggling to be grateful, but at some point in time, those feelings just overwhelm you. It is not that you're doing anything bad. It is not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just because those are the patterns of your own self. Those are the patterns that you've developed in yourself. That's something that has happened. Because once an event happens, your brain only stores it temporarily, just temporarily. If it happens again and maybe again, now neural patterns start developing to create that thing for you as a pattern, so that when this thing happens, this is how there should be this is a reaction for this thing. When I get this trigger, this should be the reaction. So those things are now programmed in your subconscious mind, and you have them just happen on automatic. I'm saying this to somebody, two people have mentioned this to me in the group. So I'm doing this lesson today for you so that you should start to catch the emotions and start to work on them. So if these things are happening to you over and over at the evening, you feel overwhelmed, you feel stressed out, you feel tired, just know that it is your pattern and it will not change because it is what is already in your system. Now, to be able to handle this, what can you do? What can you do? You can now decide today, take a book, take a sheet of paper and write the hours of your day. So this is a solution for you to be able to change your patterns, right? Maybe you've been trying to give gratitude, you've been trying to be grateful, you've been trying to be grateful, but at some point in the day, the feeling gets so, you are so overwhelmed, the other feeling gets so strong and you find it so difficult to be grateful. It was going to be difficult if you don't change the pattern. So how do you change the pattern? You get up today, as you're already here now, you look at your day from when you wake up to when you sleep. Now, if you wake up at 7, you're going to be writing it in 2 hours time. Like, for example, at 7, between 7 and, no, most of us wake up at 6, right? So let's just say between 6 and 8, 8 and 10, 10 and 12, 12 and 2, 2 and 4, 4 and 6. That's 4 to 6 p.m., 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's till the hour when you sleep. So you're going to put this in 2 hours period and ask yourself today, what are the feelings that I feel at these times? Like when I wake up from bed, what is the feeling? Am I feeling tired? Am I feeling energetic? Am I feeling like stressed out that the day has started again? Am I feeling like worried, anxious, fear about the day, or excited, happy? I want to start my day. I'm so excited. How do you feel about the day? What are the feelings? It doesn't need to be one. It can be a couple of feelings, right? It can be multiple feelings. So just write them down. Okay. When I wake up between 6 and 8, how do I feel? Write that down. Between 8 and 10, how am I feeling? How do I always feel? Okay, now I've eaten my breakfast, so I'm energetic. I want to go out for work. I want to do this. How do you feel during those hours? You write that down. Between 10 and 12, okay, I'm at my job site. My job is really boring. I just feel bored. I feel stressed out. The school is stressing me. The clients are on my neck. So how do you feel at that time? So you divide your day into periods of 2 hours and write all the feelings that you feel at that point of time. Now, once you write that down, maybe in the evening when you come back from work, you feel tired, you don't want to do anything, you feel stressed out, you feel anxious, you don't want anybody to talk to you, or you're happy that, yeah, I've closed, I'm in my house now, I'm excited, I'm resting, I'm watching TV, I'm relaxed, I'm peaceful. So whatever these emotions are, your emotions. So today I want you to be able to catch your emotional pattern, because it's your emotional pattern that gives you your feelings. And the feelings is the secret. So if the emotions are not working well, they give you the feeling, and then the feeling now gives you the manifestation, and then the manifestation is not good and you're worried, how can I change this? How can I change this? You cannot change it by changing the feeling. You have to change it by changing your emotional pattern. So if you have written all that out today, now I want you to now test yourself. Look at all these emotions, and for the ones which are positive emotions, write there a small plus. And for those which are negative emotions, write there a small negative. Now, when you have written down all these positive and negative against all your emotions in the day, now you're going to count. You're going to count them. How many positives, how many negatives, and you make a percentage of it. So if all the feelings are like 10 feelings, 20 feelings, those that are positive, you say, okay, if the positives are 8, you say 8 over 20 times 100. You don't want to lie. You don't want to fool yourself. You don't want to cheat yourself. Because if you cheat yourself, you are actually not revealing your true emotions. You will not be able to solve the problem of how you're feeling. So if you want to solve how you're feeling, check those emotions, positives and negatives. Sum the positives, sum the negatives. Take the total of all of them, then do now the percentages of each of the positives and the negatives. So if the positives are 10 and the sum total of all the emotions are 21, you do 10 on 21 times 100, you get the percentage of negative emotions. And then you do the same for the positive emotions. Then you get the percentage too. Once you get the percentage, that is your emotional pattern. If the percentage is more of negative, then you see that your emotional pattern is a negative pattern. Therefore, it gives you negative feelings. Therefore, it gives you negative manifestations out there. And if your emotional pattern is more of positive, then you have more positive feelings because your emotions are more positive. Then you have more positive feelings. Then you have more positive manifestations out there. So all what you want to do today is, if they are more negative, it's still good. If they are all positive, it's still good. But it cannot be all positive, right? Especially for those who have complained about this. It cannot be all positive. So what you want to do today is catch your emotional patterns. Once you do this, you'll be able to tell yourself, so my pattern is like this. And then what you want to do now is that you will now set an alarm. But I want everybody in this group, please do this check and send it to me. Let me see. Because when I say it now, and everybody will just, after this now, we'll just get busy. We'll just get busy. So make your own emotional part. Please don't lie about it. I'm trying to help. If you're not feeling fine, you're having a problem, and you go to the hospital, and then the doctor is asking you, and you hide some, you don't want to say some, then you only solve the some that you're exposing, and the ones that you're not able to expose, then you keep feeling sick, or then you keep having the problem. So what you want to do today is just be as truthful as possible. How do I feel at these times? Check it. I don't want you to rush about it. Write the paper, divide it into hours of the day, two hours, 8 to 10, 10 to 12 and all that. Write the emotions that I feel at this moment. Once you write those emotions, you sum them up and you give me the percentages. So you don't want to lie about, you don't want to fake anything. If you're not feeling happy at all, it's good so that we can fix this, right? So do that today, and please, I want to see everybody's page on WhatsApp. So you send it, don't send it in the gratitude group, send it to me so I can look at it and then we can try to fix this. So what we will do is this, there's a solution for you and I'll give you today, because we don't want to drag about solutions. We want to make everybody feel good. I want to make everybody feel happy, right? So what we want to do today is that once you're able to check those emotional patterns and you've sent me the result and I've looked at it, what I want you to do is that from tomorrow, you're going to set your alarm in 2 hours. So if you wake up at 6, you put an alarm and you write the emotional pattern. So at that time, when that alarm rings, you ask yourself, how have I been feeling throughout this moment? And can I do anything to change it? Once you ask yourself those questions and see if you can feel more, you can feel different. Then between 8 and 10, put your alarm at 8. That's if you do 6 to 8. 8, you should at 8 o'clock, you should put an alarm at 8 to then it will help you to ask yourself now, as this alarm is ringing, what has been my emotional pattern for the past 2 hours? Have I been happy? Have I been sad? Has my pattern been like? But you want to now check the pattern and see how to fix it. This is now the solution. You set an alarm for the ending of the 2 hours. So if your time is 6 to 8, put an alarm for 8. If your time is, another time is 8 to 10, put an alarm for 10, and then 10 to 12, put an alarm for 12. So that when the alarm rings, you title that alarm emotional pattern, right? So when the alarm rings, you ask yourself, what has been my pattern for these past 2 hours? How have I been feeling? Have I been feeling sad? Have I been feeling happy? Once you start catching those patterns, it will remind you for the next 2 hours to shift a little bit from what could be your previous pattern. So you choose to be happy. You choose to do something that will excite you. Maybe play some music, maybe dance a little, maybe call somebody that you love that will make you feel happy. Just find something to do that will shift your feelings, shift your emotions to more of positive emotions. Once you start checking these emotions every 2 hours, you'll be able to do something that you love to shift the emotions to something positive, and you find out that you will start to be able to catch what is really that emotion that I feel at this hour and what can I do to shift it. So you can change your physiology, you can change that, you can change your to able to change your emotions, you can change your physiology, like shake your body posture. Don't go lying down and thinking about your problems. Once you're lying down, you're feeling like it's easy to feel depressed when you're lying down. So you want to like do some activity so that your physiology also change. And then you also want to now maybe do something, take an action that you love, take an action that can move you from that emotion also. Yes, that's what you want to do today. But after you post me this emotional pattern today, and you're able to set an alarm for 2 hours by tomorrow, I'm going to send you a few things, what you're going to do in your physiology, what you can do there are 3 things that you can do to be able to start changing your pattern. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So today, what I want you to do is get your emotional pattern and 2 hours period throughout the day, and catch how you have been feeling during this period, and then get the percentages of negatives and positives, and then send it to me. From there, we shall be able to tomorrow program your pattern and do those 2-hour program, and then I'll tell you what you can do to be able to shift those patterns, shift those emotions, and go to more positive emotions throughout the day. Once you start doing that and you start making that to be like a lifestyle for you, you find out that your feelings will start changing, your emotions start changing, your feelings start changing, and then your manifestations start changing as well. So you can able to move now from an emotion to a feeling of gratitude, and then to an abundant manifestation. So if your emotions are not right, you see that the feelings too will not be right. So if I'm feeling sad now, if I have an emotion of maybe sadness right now, the feeling would just be a low frequency. I'll just be feeling not very good. I'll just be feeling not very happy. And once I'm not very happy, the manifestations too out there are not happy. And when I'm not happy, it's hard to be grateful when I'm not happy. So we want to be able to catch our emotions. Then once we catch that emotional pattern and shift it, our frequency can start changing, and then we can start to give gratitude in situations and actually feel grateful. And as once you start feeling grateful, feeling is the secret, the manifestations will be also good. So that was it for today, catching your emotional pattern so that you can be more grateful. So that was the lesson for today, how to catch our emotional pattern so that we can become more grateful. So any questions? If we were not clear on anything, we do it really fast because I have to be at school at 7:30. This is already 7:21.
I just want to say I'm so grateful for this session of today. It's like this, it's talking about me.
I'm happy, because I'm happy. You're always practicing. I'm happy. Things are going to shift. Things are going to shift. Any questions? So if everybody understands, please don't forget. I want to see your pattern in the course of the day on my WhatsApp. I will fix this so that we can feel better, we can feel more grateful, and we can have that abundance that we are looking for. So, hey, Odette, happy birthday, Mama, happy birthday, everybody. Yeah, please just wish happy birthday to these birthday people today. Wish them
Thank you,
well.
thank you.
So
Many
let's
more rewarding years.
yeah, many
Thank
more,
you,
everything
thank you, thank you.
about that. And I wish you guys, the two of you, this will be the most magical year of your life because you're learning new things as you begin to practice these new things. Magic, 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 and abundance for the both of you this year and beyond. So I wish you all a happy birthday. I'll see you guys on WhatsApp. So don't forget, as usual, if you go to watch the videos on YouTube, just try to hit like. It's important to hit like and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And you might want to share this to somebody. Just tell them to subscribe to the channel. It will help somebody who is going through something, can help them to start to shift. So we are out there just to help, and I hope that it helped you today. So see you guys on WhatsApp and have a great day.
Thank you,
Thank
and
you
same
so
to you.
much.
Yeah.